Welcome back. Our next guest is a member of what many consider the royal family of football. Eli Manning is a two-time Super Bowl champion, two-time Super Bowl MVP, and four-time Pro Bowler. He announced his retirement from football earlier this year after 16 seasons with the New York Giants, and he's joining us this morning with some exciting news for football fans. Eli, good morning to you.
Good morning. Great to be with you.
Well, listen, I think we have to start with the current NFL season. Week 1 seemed to go off without a hitch. We were talking about it. We enjoyed the game. There were times where, I have to be honest with you, I would forget, everything that was happening around us. Do you think we can make it all the way to the Super Bowl?
I hope so. I was right there with you. I thought the first season went off very well. The games were normal. It seemed very normal watching it from home and rooting for your favorite teams and just keeping up with everything with your fantasy team maybe. So, I thought it went smoothly, and hopefully we can keep this going and there'll be no outbreaks and we can have a full season and maybe we get some more fans back into the stadiums as the season goes along.
Cheers to that. Now, I'm sure after you make the decision to retire, maybe you second guess it a little bit, but with everything that's going on in the current climate with the pandemic and whatnot, does that help you feel better about your decision? Are you glad last season was your last?
I am. I think, I'm not one of those guys that second guesses my decisions a whole lot. And, when I make a decision, I know it was the right thing. And I was ready to retire from football. But I think this season and talking to some of my former teammates and just everything they went through with training camp and not having a spring practice and the Zoom for a team meeting right now, I said, you know what, it has made it a lot easier. Just saying, I got out at the right time, and I'm happy where I am, and just watching football on TV.
Was it a weird feeling to watch it from home?
It was just weird once the Giants game came on, and you see your former teammates. They're in the stadium, and just not being there. It was really different for me because I didn't grow up a Giants fan. I grew up in New Orleans. I was a Saints fan. And obviously the Giants have been my life the last 16 years, and all of a sudden I'm kind of rooting for them as a fan. And I've never done that before. I've never watched the Giants play and rooted for them from the home. And so, but I'll definitely be doing that. I'm a true Giants fan and Big Blue, so it'll be fun to watch them and hopefully get to go to some games and bring my kids and kind of get to enjoy the whole football experience.
And I'm sure your family loves having you home to watch the Giants all together. So what does retirement look like for you?
Well, I'm still getting a feel for that. And, it's been just different. My wife, she doesn't know kind of what to do with me. I've never been home this much. And really, it was the first time she had me home for an August. Usually August, hey, bye, hon, I'll see you in a month. I'm going to training camp. And this year she's like, you're still here. You're still, I still have someone to help with the kids and be around. And so, I'm just enjoyed that time this year with our family. We have 4 kids with my wife. And so, it's just been trying to figure out how to spend my day. It's usually kind of one activity a day. It's like, all right, I have a haircut today. That's my one thing I got to get accomplished. It's like, change some light bulbs today. So just kind of attacking my one task a day.
Super Bowl champs, they're just like the rest of us. So we know you have a special announcement for us about what you're going to be doing this Sunday before the Giants-Bears game.
Yeah, so obviously this year, in the season, everything's a little bit different, and that includes the traditional tailgating. So home gating is a great alternative, but sometimes it's not so great if you're all by yourself at home. And so what I'm doing is I'm teaming up with Frank's Red Hot, and we're going to create the largest home gating experience on Zoom, where I'll get to hang out with 1,000 people and get to kind of pregame it a little bit before my former team takes the field this Sunday afternoon. So I'll be tweeting out the link to the Zoom on Sunday morning. So when you see that, join quickly. If you don't get to join that Zoom, you can still live stream it at Frank's Red Hot Twitter. But the interesting thing about this is that it's just not going to be a virtual deal on the screen. You'll actually get to physically interact with me because we're going to have a human being with a screen strapped to his head and to his face. And, we'll get to play some games and play some cornhole maybe, or do some, some golfing, a little ladder and whatever you do this tailgating is kind of home gating. Both of them are new to me, so I'm still trying to figure it out. But we'll eat some good food and get to hang out. I'll have Sean O'Hara, my former teammate, with me. We'll bring in a few special guests as well.
I love it. I know you're a paid spokesperson for Frank's Red Hot. I was just telling Dylan, I have 2 8-year-olds and a 10-year-old, and they're just now starting to, they want to try hot sauce because they feel like that's like the thing to do. And Frank's is what they use because it's not too hot. Like, right. You know what I mean? It's like a nice entryway into hot sauce. Well, enjoy your home gating, Eli Manning. It was great to talk to you this morning.
Great being with you. Thanks so much.
All right. Just ahead.